Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a very similar video that I did back in June, and it was titled My Full-Time Job. So I'm going to be doing this video because I think it's really important that I show and discuss obviously my full-time job, which is still selling online. But after I posted that video, I got so many emails and messages on that video, or YouTube messages of just like people sharing their stories with me and like sharing stuff and just like thanking me for posting that video. So I am going to make another one, and I'm just gonna title it My Full-Time Job Part 2, because I think every once in a while I am going to post these videos because it's good for me to reflect, as well as to post these type of content videos out there for you guys. So I'm excited. So basically what it is just me packaging up orders for my full-time job. So as a lot of you guys know, in addition to being a reseller, I am a full-time reseller. Like that, those are my full-time jobs, like combined, they all make my full-time job. So I have my other business, which is Love Always. You guys can see it here, Love Always right here. And it's basically a jewelry company that specializes in personalized jewelry. So by personalized jewelry, mainly what we do is monograms, as well as nameplate necklaces and different things like that. So I started the business, for those of you guys that don't know, I started the business about 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe a little more than 5 years ago. And it has done really well. So I started it when I was 18 years old. And I didn't start off with customized jewelry. Like I started off with just like regular costume jewelry. And that costume jewelry then evolved into personalized jewelry. And through the years, I have evolved it and kind of created new items and new products, and just kind of grown with the industry, I guess you would say, which is super important, is that you are constantly growing and changing with things that come out. Like, for example, Instagram. Like a lot of people that had businesses before the wave of Instagram, like they didn't have Instagram for their business, and now, or Facebook or whatever the case may be, but now if you do not have those things, like I don't even know how you're in business, because those are so imperative to business. And so I started that kind of like the new wave. Like Instagram had just honestly really like surfaced. A lot of people were using Instagram, like they were switching over from Facebook to Instagram, and that's really what I built my business on. So an Instagram business, if you will, because at first my business was founded on Instagram. And that was really where all my sales were coming from. And as time evolved, I started working with different content creators that would promote my items. I started getting really well known and being in lots of different publications, like different magazines. My products were in a lot of magazines. I think I was in like 25. I've been in 25 like national magazines, like Us Weekly, People Style Watch, all sorts of different publications like that. And I've also, my products have been on the Today Show 3 times, which is really hard to even get on there once, let alone 3 times. So that's something I'm like really proud of. And the first time they were on the Today Show was actually Cyber Monday, was when the episode came on, and I was actually in New York City. I flew back that Sunday night to be home for Cyber Monday, but I was in New York with my family for Thanksgiving. So the products, like it was so last minute that they wanted to use my products and they loved it, that literally I had my manufacturing team send me the samples, and they got there Friday first thing in the morning, and my mom and I literally walked them over to the studio. So that was probably like one of the highlights of my career, was like walking it over to the studio and to the people that were literally putting them on. So that was just like a really cool moment. But anyway, my point is that when I started my business, I started it when I was 18 years old, you guys. I was 18. Literally, I was 17 and I was turning 18. So I started it like in April or like a February, and my birthday was that August. And then after that August, like I officially launched it on October, like a website. But before, I was only selling on Instagram and like Big Cartel, and bouncing around lots of different like websites. So when I started my business, I was 17 years old. And I didn't really have much support, honestly. I had like support from my mom, that like my mom was like really enthusiastic. She was like very supportive, because at first I was doing t-shirts, which that was horrific. The t-shirts were awful. So at first I started with the t-shirts, and then I worked my way into the jewelry, because the t-shirts obviously did not do well, because that wasn't where my passion was. There were so many like t-shirt brands and stuff like that. So basically, let me just tell you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm just putting the necklaces. This is the monogram necklace, and I'm just putting it on the necklace back. And this is how the customers receive it. And then they receive it in this also. So it looks really nice in the box. And it's mainly, I do it like to keep it safe and to keep it from not scratching, since it is a plated necklace. So anyway, so during that time, like lots of big companies were coming out and starting on Instagram. Like I think Billionaire Boys Club was starting out, and like they were all like pretty much graphic t-shirts, and like I really wanted to design graphic t-shirts. So I thought that was the way I wanted to go, because that's what I thought was cool and what I thought would sell. And it wasn't really something I was necessarily like my heart was in, but I thought it would make me money, which was mistake number one. Was just kind of getting into it to get into it and start a business. It wasn't really, I was doing something that I love. So obviously I lost all my money that I put into that business, which was about $500 of money I saved. And during that time, I hadn't stopped working. I was in school to be an accountant. So it was like my first year of college, and I was working at my mom's office, and just like kind of trying to make any money that I could, and I was just like throwing it back into the business. So obviously the t-shirt business did not go very well. It wasn't successful at all. It was just awful. And so then my mom was like, why don't you, she had this bracelet. It was like a beaded cross bracelet, and it was so pretty. I thought it was so pretty, and I knew where I could get them wholesale, and I loved it. So then my mom would constantly get like questions about where the bracelet was from. So my mom was like, you really should be selling this type of thing. Like, you love jewelry. Like when I was younger, my mom had a shipping store, and she would let me like sell my bracelets I would make and stuff. And like, they were awful, but everyone just thought it was cute because I was so young selling bracelets. So she was like, you love jewelry. You always have on the best jewelry. Like, why don't you start a jewelry business? So I was like, oh my God, you're absolutely right. But I was like, I doubt it'll be successful, whatever. So then I started getting more into it. It started making like actual money, and and it like kind of started going somewhere. Then before I knew it, like in a blink of an eye, I had an office, and it was like a very small office. It was like 100 square feet or like 120 square feet. It's really tiny, but it was like perfect. And the business was doing really, really well. Then I started getting into the monogram end of things. I started getting into like the personalized jewelry, which that started doing incredibly, incredibly well. And it was becoming apparent that what I started was like actually not like a little joke. It wasn't like, oh my God, she has a business, like how cute. Like, it was actually making money. So at the time, I was so young. I was in college. I was going to school for accounting. I was getting really good grades. Like, I was on track. I actually went with my dad, and Boston University I had applied to transfer there, and I had gotten in, and I was like on track. I was gonna switch my major from accounting to pre-law, and like I was on track to, like, for all intents and purposes, like I was gonna go to law school. Like, I was a junior in college at this time, and I was pretty much going to start studying for the bar, and not the bar, why did I say the bar? I was gonna start studying for the LSAT, and that was like what I was gonna do. Like, my dad always wanted me to be a lawyer, and like that was what I was gonna do. Like it wasn't really a question, like it was just like a matter of time before I started studying and all that stuff. So then I realized that like I just wasn't happy, like that was not what I wanted to do. It was just not what I wanted to do at all. Like I was super unhappy with going to accounting school. Like I was doing really good in school, but I was miserable. Like I hated school. Then I thought I wanted to go to fashion merchandising school. Like I thought it would help me with my business the most. And I really wanted to go to fashion merchandising school. So I applied to Drexel, which is in Philadelphia, and I got in, and I actually got like partial money to go there. And so I was gonna go look at Philadelphia to see like if I liked Philadelphia and see if we were gonna move to Philadelphia, because I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time. And then he suddenly like just broke up with me, and I was like distraught. Like I could not go to another state by myself. Like I was just like distraught. And then that was kind of that. I just kind of dropped it and just continued on with school, which I am glad I did, that I got my accounting degree, because I was already so far. And it's a degree that I could really use for everything, for like every day stuff. Like I use it every single day. So I am really glad that I did that. But anyway, so my point is that when I started my business, like it wasn't like I had come from a family that like had these businesses and like knew people to get me into the magazines and like knew people to help my business grow, and none of that. Like it was literally just like me working on my business, nobody really thinking it was a business, and then it actually became something. So my point is that if you are passionate about something, if you are just starting out your business, if you want to start your business, because frankly most people that watch my videos are either it's people that want to start doing some sort of online business. Like that's who watches my videos. Like it's either people that already have a business, people that are on the road to start a business, or people that are just waiting to start a business, or people that have just started a business. So those are the type of people that watch my videos. And already doing this, I know it's only 6 years, but in those 6 years I have grossed way over $1 million in sales, like way over. And it's just like such little things that I've accomplished, and not even because of my age, like it's just because of the amount of time that I truly believe that anybody that wants to start a business or be in business or start something like can truly, honestly, 100% do it. I don't think that you need like thousands of dollars to start a business. I don't think you need backers to start a business. I don't think you need any of that. I think you just need a goal, and just you need to know how to work towards it. So I know there's a lot of debate over this, but I don't agree with corporate America. I think corporate America is obviously necessary for like a functioning world and stuff, and obviously people need to work in corporate America, but like I do not think that that is the way to go. Like my dad is so like gung-ho, like corporate America, that's the only way you can make millions of dollars, that's the only way you can make money, like is working corporate America, being a CFO, being a CEO. Like that's what he thinks. Like I am the total opposite. I think that the goal should be to work for yourself, and my mom has her own business which has been very successful, and she's a CPA, so she has her own business, and I truly believe that making money for somebody else is insane, is crazy. And obviously there needs to be people that do that, because we briefly interrupt this message by Boca and Rex. There we go. Just enjoy the commercial, guys. So anyway, sorry about that. Those are my adorable dogs doing what they do. But anyway, so I truly believe that working for yourself should be the ultimate goal. And if you're watching this video, or if you're even watching my videos and you have a job, like I'm assuming that that is what your goal is to work for yourself. So I think it's hard And I think it takes a lot to get to that point, but I think it's so worth it when you get there. In my case, I had it very lucky since I started so young. Obviously, I was living with my parents, so I didn't really have to like worry about expenses when I first started out. I was living with my parents. Really, the only expense that I had was like my gas, like when I would go out, when I would shop for myself. Like I didn't really have any real expenses. It wasn't till I moved out with Eddie almost 2 years ago that I realized like, okay, yeah, like this is what I can do full time. Like I can more than afford doing this, and this is what it is. So I didn't really know even if I could afford it. I assumed I could afford it, and I was right. So I probably wouldn't recommend doing what I did, but it worked. It works, and that's kind of just, it is what it is, how I started. But anyway, I truly hope that everybody can, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it does look like it's easy, and like different people, which I don't agree with, a lot of different YouTubers that are on here, they make it look so easy, and it pisses me off so much. Like I would never say names on who I'm talking about, but there's people that I've seen their videos like within this community that just make it look so easy, and like it's not. It's very hard. Like I've talked about my business decision that I made where I lost $30,000. I've talked about like me and Eddie going through such hard times, like financially, and different things like that. Like it's not easy at all actually. And I hate people that try to make it look like it's easy, because it's not. Especially when there's slow times and like you're not making what you used to make, or things have gone downhill and like you don't know how to fix it. And like I've had stages like that in my business, especially when the market started changing for how bloggers worked with people, and then everybody wanted to be paid with affiliate links, and I couldn't get into the program. It took me a year to get into the program that would allow me to be then able to work with bloggers so that they could get paid through reward style and online affiliates, and I couldn't get into the program. So it was like my business totally tanked, and I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to make it right. I didn't know how to make it better, and that was extremely frustrating, like going through that learning process and still trying to like be able to make money and like live the lifestyle I wanted to live and get where I wanted to be. Like it was very frustrating. But luckily, you just gotta like, you either sink or you float. And is that a saying? Yeah, I guess, because you either sink, you either fail, or you like learn how to float. Like, and that's what I had to do. I had to learn how to float and learn how to make learn how to make money different ways, which is how I got into reselling. And how I got into reselling designer bags was because I needed different ways. I needed to know that if one business started to do bad, I wouldn't just be dependent on my one business. And that's why I'm keeping them totally separate. That I'm not even, it's not the same bank account, it's not the same name, it's not the same logo, it's not the same anything, it's not the same website, it's its own business. And that's why I have those two businesses, because if something happens with one of my businesses, the other business is going to stay afloat and is going to be successful, and I don't have to worry about that. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, unless there's like a really bad recession or something, and then everybody in the online industry is fucked, but that's a different story. But that's pretty much where I am with things. I know this video is probably all over the place, but every once in a while I like to post these type of videos because I truly feel like they are the most encouraging types. Like, so annoying. I hate those channels that are like, yeah guys, I sold $100 million, or I sold $1 million last month. That to me infuriates me so much when people are posting like Amazon or eBay screenshots of what they made. Like, I'm just like, you sold that, but like, what were your costs involved? And like that's why, like, the Amazon thing, I love the Amazon thing. Like, Amazon's a great way to make money, but like, kind of like what Hustle at Home Mom was saying about like investing so much money to make so much money. Like, it's just frustrating when people are posting those high numbers, and I know I used to get frustrated with them, and I don't even look at them anymore. That's why I never post numbers. I don't share my numbers frankly, that's really why I don't even want to share my eBay store, because I don't want people to compare themselves to me. I don't want people comparing, and I hate that. And to me, it's so discouraging when somebody posts that they sold like $500,000 and really they made like $10,000. Like that's pathetic to me. Like that is literally making people think that like they're gonna be millionaires, but it's just pathetic, and I hate it. Like I'll be very upfront. Like these necklaces, I sell them for $220. The cost on them is $60. So you guys can do the math, and you guys can do the math. There isn't really much else to say about that. Just because I've gotten my cost down to that before. I was at $90 a necklace before, and I was still selling them at $220, so it was still good profit, but like it was very hard for me to run sales. So actually one Christmas, because this guy was an asshole, honestly, my manufacturer. One Christmas, I literally didn't make any money because he raised his prices on me like during the sale, so I didn't make any money like the whole Christmas. Like I think I lost money actually. I'm almost confident I lost like $3,000 that Christmas. It was like 4 Christmases ago or 3 Christmases ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost like $4,000. Yeah, that was really bad, but that was because I was working with like somebody that was not ethical, and that will never happen to me again. But so now I've gotten my necklace cost down to $60. I can run sales. Then also I pay affiliates. So the necklace cost is $60 for the 2.5 inch, which is this one. This is the 2.5 inch. The smaller ones are way cheaper, but the biggest one I have is actually the biggest one I have is 3 inch, but nobody gets that one. So the 2.5 inch is the one I mainly sell, and it's $60 to make. And it's sterling silver, gold dipped. That's how much it is to make. Again, that's because I move so much volume that my prices are just set at that. So I pay my affiliates 15%. So like every sale that they bring in, like affiliate marketing, they get 15%. And that's pretty much it. I don't really run that many sales. Like I just run sales on holidays. So you guys can figure the math out. But anyway, so when I say like I did like $500,000 in sales, that's because I'm selling $220 necklaces. Not to say I'm not making money, like good money, but like they're $220 necklaces. Some of them are $100, but most of the ones I sell are $220. And then of course I have some solid gold ones that sell very rarely. That's a good day when that sells. It's like pretty much covers my rent for the month. So when those sell, that's a good day. But yeah, I'm just trying to put things in perspective for you, and not to get caught up with those sellers that are showing all these numbers, and I'm just like, that's so great, like congratulations, you have high revenue, like congratulations, but like what did you profit? Like what is your profit? Like obviously you don't need to share, like if you don't feel confident sharing your profit, like why are you posting your revenue? Like it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like why would you post your numbers but not like how much you're actually making? Like you're super confident and like you're so badass posting that, but then you don't want to like post what you actually made. That doesn't make any sense to me. With the bags, now that's a different story, because everything has different profit. Like if I'm selling, I don't like to give actual numbers, because people, it's tricky, because people are like, oh my god, you sell this Louis Vuitton bag so cheap. So like if I get something, I'll just give you guys an example. If I get something, a Louis Vuitton bag, and I sell it for $375, I paid in the ballpark of like $100 to $150. If I'm selling something for like Never Fools, I'll tell you guys right now, like those I never pay under $500, or rarely I'll pay $400. Rarely, you know, it's typically always $500 is how much I pay for Never Fools. But that's a little different. I don't post numbers about that, but if I'm sitting here and saying that Love Always does 500,000 in sales, like, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I hope I make sense. It's just like shady, you know what I mean? It's shady as hell. And then people get all caught up in it, and they're like, oh my God, like this person, I hate that. When people are like, oh my God, this person made $500,000. I'm like, no, they didn't make $500,000. Like, they didn't even make close to that. I'm like, they had revenue of $500,000, which is still very impressive to have revenue of that. But like, bro, who cares about your revenue? Like, because you can have a business that you revenue like 200 and you make 100, then wow, I want that business and not the 500. It's like very, very simple math. So, and I do want an office, but like I don't. Like, I genuinely love working from home, and like I don't really like leaving my house that much, like unless I'm going to Source or like, I don't know, I like working from home. So I know I want an office. Like, I want an office like on Pinterest, but then like in real life, I don't want an office. Does that make sense? Probably not. Like, I want to like decorate an office and then like not have to work there. That's what I want. Anyway, I have like a really cool video that's gonna be going out. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on my Instagram. I'm not really sure when, actually. Yes, I just had a really good idea. Okay, my anniversary. Well, my anniversary, Eddie and I's anniversary is October 11th, I think. Yeah, our anniversary is October 11th, I think. Yeah, it is, because it's the day after my dad's birthday. My dad's birthday is October 10th, and my business anniversary that I count the anniversary, not when I actually started business, I count the anniversary from the day my official website went live. That's October 10th. So I think I'm gonna launch the website the same day, so it's like 5 years later. You guys, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, I'm a genius. Okay, see, this is why I love filming these videos, because then I come up with ideas while I film them. So that's what I'm gonna do. So anyway, when I launch that, I'm gonna be changing my Instagram name. I'm gonna be like changing my logo. I'm gonna be adding my website. Like, I'm gonna be changing all of that from Thrifted Fashion Finds to the new company name. So I'm gonna have a giveaway. And I'm gonna show you guys, because I've run quite a few giveaways on my other Instagram page in my day. I hate giveaways. Like, I love giveaways, like the one I did on YouTube, because like it was literally just comment what type of videos you want to see in the future. Like, I love things like that, but like giveaways to like gain subscribers is like the most irritating, frustrating thing in the world. So I'm gonna show you guys how I run a successful giveaway, at least what I think is successful, because everybody has a different definition of success, you know what I mean? Like, my definition of success can be different from your definition of success. And it doesn't mean that either one is wrong, it just means like it's different. Like, it's different, I don't know. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I run a successful Instagram giveaway. And I'm also gonna be launching my Facebook page that day. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening within the next like 12 or 13 days. And I'm pretty excited about it. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for the ride. So I'm just sitting here packaging these little orders. And I do this because I totally could pay a company, like my manufacturing company would do it for a fee, but like, no. I'm way too much of a control freak. I need to make sure each one is perfect, matches the order, details, etc. So no, I will do this job. It's time consuming, but it's definitely worth it. So, and having mad customers. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm up to, guys. Doing this today. I didn't source, obviously, because I have a packaging day. My car is in the shop. Katie is working. She didn't have school today, or she had school but left early for like she takes dual enrollment in college. So my car is in the oil change. Then I had a follow-up meeting with the urologist for my kidney stones, which everything, thank God, was fine. Seems like it was just a freak reason it happened to me. Nothing to worry about other than that. And by the way, it seems like it's a myth that Coke gives you kidney stones, from what I gathered, because they didn't confirm or deny. They're like, well, there isn't significant research that shows. So I was like, all right, so I can drink Coke. Probably it's not good to drink Coke. I'm not gonna drink Coke because it's not good for you, but it doesn't really cause stones, I don't think. I don't know, that's what they were saying. But this is the rest of my day. Tonight, we are going to see it. We probably won't. Eddie will come up with some excuse. Like every time he doesn't want to do something, he's like, hey, why don't we go to El Molino, which is like our favorite restaurant? And I'm like, okay. So then we won't see it, but we're going to see it tonight, and we're gonna eat Japanese food, which is my favorite food to eat. So I'm gonna take a shower, wash my hair, look really cute for Eddie, because I haven't looked cute all week. So gotta look cute for him tonight. Yeah, I don't like always look like this, you guys. Could you imagine? Like I just go out like this to like our wedding. Good banner. All right guys, so at this point I'm just rambling. So I'm going to close this video out here, and I'm going to leave you with making sure you guys are working towards your goals and making sure that you guys are getting to where you want to get to, because if you're miserable working for somebody else, you got to do something about it, and you got to change it, and it'll be the best decision you ever make in your life. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This video was probably so boring. I don't even know why I'm gonna post it, but the last one I didn't want to post either, and I'm not even kidding. It was one of the videos that I've gotten like one of the most positive responses out of. So I'm gonna post it, even though it probably doesn't even make any sense, but you guys get me, right? If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you guys get me. If this is the first video you watch on my channel, you're probably like, this girl is crazy. But don't be alarmed, I'm not crazy. I'm just a girl that had a dream and is making it happen. Luckily. Not luckily, because I hate luck. Luck doesn't exist because I've busted my ass to get here. So, all right guys, I will see you in my next video, and it's actually Vlogtober coming up. So I'm gonna be vlogging every day of October, so keep your eyes for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye guys.